Good afternoon, everybody. I'm here at Northern State Recreational Area, which was formerly known as Northern State Mental Hospital. Now, today's episode is a culmination of 3 different trips I've made out to this particular location to gather footage. The first time here, I had pretty much unbridled access by land and air. The second trip out here, I was trying to make a lot more handheld footage, but unfortunately a hardware failure caused me to lose almost all of that footage. This third trip out here is a gray, moody October afternoon, trying to capture a little bit more of kind of the atmosphere fitting to this particular location.
However, that's not entirely accurate. Contrary to common belief, this is not the actual site of the hospital itself. This here is actually a farmland expansion of the hospital. It was created in the 1920s as a place for patients to come and learn common skills and duties to help contribute to the hospital and also contribute to the recovery. These spooky old ruins look like something straight out of a movie. Ripe for ghost stories, a crazy place to post for your Instagram and TikTok videos, or a mean game of frisbee golf. And idiot YouTubers like me with a drone and a couple of action cameras. With so many delays, scheduling issues, weather issues, scripting issues and research, and complete production overhauls, it was like something crazy was holding me back. This episode almost never saw the light of day.
It's happened to me a handful of times now, but it's still kind of funny when it does. When I'm out shooting and the story that I'm capturing ends up changing as I'm shooting. And that just happened to me with this one too. Just a few minutes ago, I met a couple of people over in the graveyard section that were just local history buffs out there trying to document the different graves that were buried in that graveyard.
Local historian John Horn and author Amy Mua were here in this graveyard today, relocating and uncovering these hidden gravestones. These markers, however, only commemorate the burials of unclaimed Catholics. However, it is believed that the remains of thousands of others were cremated and buried somewhere out here in unmarked graves. After a lengthy conversation with John and Amy, one thing became apparent. I needed to be very careful and very respectful on how I present this. There's countless rumors, sensationalizations, and downright bullcrap surrounding the history of this place. This was a fully self-contained facility. It housed chickens, livestock, fruit orchards, grazing fields, as well as horses and other beasts of burden. The patients were sent to work here because it was believed giving them a sense of purpose would help recovery. Water was pumped out of the local streams to irrigate the fields and to generate electricity. Patients learned construction and maintenance techniques. There was an on-site dairy, creamery, slaughterhouse, and processing facility, as well as a cannery. But there was, in fact, a dark side. There were a lot of controversial and strange experiments done here, such as lobotomies, shock therapies, and other kinds of unorthodox methods. There were murders and rapes. Many of the deaths that happened here as a result were covered up and simply called suicides. The whole truth may never really be known. But nerds like John, Amy, and even in a small way, people like myself are trying to find it. If I took away one thing from that conversation, it was this. And that is, despite a lot of the bad things that did happen here, Northern State Hospital was actually a great place for a good handful of people that actually did have mental issues and were completely abandoned by friends and family. They could come here and live out somewhat of a semblance of a normal life. Whether sent here rightly or wrongly, they were able to learn valuable skills. And whether mentally ill or not, they were able to commune with others like them and learn a sense of purpose and pride. And sadly, yes, the system was flawed and abused, and many people were sent here unjustly. Quote, unruly children were often sent here when parents didn't feel like dealing with them. And jaded spouses and lovers found an easy way out. But one only need walk through the downtown area of any large city and you may see hundreds of people that would truly benefit from a legitimate facility such as this. Thank you all so much for joining me again today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have something to add or a correction to make, please let me know. I always love hearing from you guys. Thanks again, take care, and we'll see you all again soon.